Hello, welcome to Grandma's Antique Recipes. I'm just looking through the book now that I've written, and this is available on Amazon, and it's also available on Grandma's Antique Recipes website, and all proceeds are going to cancer, to the Christie's Hospital near Manchester in aid of cancer. And it's got some really good recipes in and a lot of information, local and family information, and I think it's a really good read. But today we're going to take a recipe out of here and we're going to do piccalilli. Now piccalilli, you say, oh, I can buy piccalilli, but the thing is, not this, you can't. So there's a couple of stickers here because I've had to convert it from imperial to metric. Anyway, here we go. Now this is a really good recipe. First of all, we'll need, these are the spices that we'll need. Now these three here, if you've got curry powder, you can just use that. Otherwise, it's a teaspoonful of ground cumin, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a full teaspoon of coriander leaf, dry mustard, and a teaspoonful of turmeric. Now on this one we've got half a teaspoon of mustard seeds, 2 teaspoons of ginger, and a teaspoonful of peppercorns and salt. And then we've got, you can put virtually anything in here. Okay, but we're going to start today. We're going to have, now in days gone by, I bought the pickling onions and I've peeled them religiously. But now you can just buy a jar and you can just use those. And if they're a bit big, you can cut them all in half. I like peppers in mine. We've got courgettes, we've got cucumber, we've got cauliflower. Okay, now what we need is a pint of vinegar, half a white, and half a malt. If you want to use all white or all malt, you can do. Have to get that off there now. Okay, yep, done. About half of that bottle and half of that, there we go. You've got to bring it to the boil, okay? And then when you brought it to the boil, you put all the ingredients in, as well as all the spices, and you simmer them until they're just blanched. Not until they're cooked, you know, like mush, but they've got to be until they're just blanched. Okay, so we'll just wait for that to heat up. Now then, I'm going to put the spices in. I'm going to put all these spices in. Put this back away here, out of the way. Oh, the recipe will be on the internet. You'll know what it is. Right, now here we go. And then we're going to put in here, stir it up, give it a good stir. Put all the spices in, put in all the vegetables. You can virtually pickle anything, really, you know. Anything that you really like, or you can just keep it to 2 vegetables if you like only 2. Here we go. Well, there's half a pound, 8 ounces of each of the vegetables go in here. Like I said. And because they're already cooked, we'll leave the onions until last. Now you simmer that until it's all cooked through. Just blanch them, just till they're just like a biting, just so you can bite through them. Okay, we'll have to leave that for a minute and I'll just move these out of the way. I'm putting the onions in last because they're already cooked, because they're out of a jar. If you'd have got the peeling onions, which you can do if you like, it'll take you a bit longer, so we'll just put these over here. Now piccalilli, you know, it originated in India. And it's been used since about the 1790s, something like this. I know when Grandma was small, she was born in the era of Queen Victoria. And Queen Victoria's one of her favourite dishes was curry. So the spices have been around a lot longer than we think, but they've originated from the continent really. I'm going to mix this cornflour because when that boils and it's simmered for a bit, we're going to thicken it with this. It's the turmeric that gives it all the colour, and the mustard and the seeds that give it all the spice. Is it perfect for barbecue weather, this? when you're doing all your steaks and you're doing all your sausages. And a friend of mine, and we're going to do it next time, the next video I do we're going to do, and it's a sausage casserole. And she thought, what can I do to spice this casserole up? And she put half a jar of Grandma's Antique Recipes Piccalilli in, and she said it was amazing. So we're going to try that next with Piccalilli. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to boil, it won't be long. Just give it a quick stir. Now first of all, the first thing you can do is you can sterilise your jars. And what you do with those, you give them a real good wash in the water, give them a good rinse, and put them in the oven on a hot heat, and allow them to just dry. And then bring them out of the oven. And then you must put the pickle in while it's hot, and seal it with a little sealer on the top, a little piece of greaseproof paper, and then you'll be fine. Now it'll keep up to about what? It's best not eaten for about a fortnight, to be honest, to let all the spices infuse. But it can keep for about, what, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, but it doesn't last that long in our house, I can tell you. Right, here we go. Now that's coming up to the boil. You can feel it coming up to the boil. Can you see all the vegetables in there? All cut as evenly as you can. You know, like I say, you can use whatever vegetables you want. You can even go for the ones that are put in the bargain tray in the supermarkets. They're perfectly fine. And use those. And it makes a lot. So that's one good thing, isn't it, as well? And it absolutely goes with everything. Okay. Now then, I'm going to take out of the oven. Take the trays out. Yeah, they're okay, you can handle those, they're fine. And they've been in the oven for about 10 minutes, something like that, on quite a hot heat, and I just turned the oven off and left them. Otherwise you can boil them in a pan, or you can put them in the microwave, you know, as long as you wash them thoroughly first and then rinse all the washing up liquid off them as well. Now there we go, you can see the peppercorns and everything will infuse, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's fabulous, this, with pork pies. Absolutely amazing. Cheese and biscuits, all the cooked meats, and then a lovely big piece of cake afterwards, and that's fantastic. And a nice cup of tea. I'll turn this down a little. Just turn this down a little bit until this just simmer. Just nicely, just simmer. Well, they're only tiny pieces, so they'll soon be done. Now just bring it to the boil. We need to add the cornflour. Stir up the cornflour. I might need a little bit more than this. Oh, it smells delicious. All the spices are coming out now. There we go. Ideally, it's a dessert spoon of cornflour, really. There we go. There we go. Turn it down, and let's thicken it. Just turn it until you can see it going now. That's it. We don't want it too thick and we don't want it too thin. But there we go. Oh, it's delicious, this. And it's really nice hot with hot sausages. Until you get to about that consistency. And you just see how it is now. It's just coating them. It's a bit. Maybe it was right. The amount was right. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Now then, and the longer you leave it, all the spices and the peppers infuse. And do be careful if you're going to use supermarket spices like I have. Just check the back, just in case there haven't been any nuts for anybody with any allergies. Okay, that's fine now. We're going to turn that off, and we're going to put the onions in, because these have already been cooked. Now if they're too big, cut them in half, like I said. You can just get half a small jar of onions. Where in the past, like I said, I've peeled them religiously, and but they are a lot of trouble, those. But doesn't matter if you prefer to do that, you can do. But this is just a shortcut. I'm just going to put this in the sink, out of the way, and then we've got it clear in front of us. Okay. Now then, there we go. Bring your tray over here. And what we do is, I'm just going to fill one of these because I want to show you. There we go. Lovely. I'm going to get a spoon. Put your towel around the jar. Hold it like this. And try and put it in, you know, evenly. Get a bit of everything as you put it in, you know. And then everybody gets a bit of everything, yeah. There we go, nearly done. The cauliflower. Yeah, still quite warm, these jars. Now it's imperative that you put any chutneys that you make and any jams or anything like this, any pickles, in while it's hot. Got to put them in the jars while it's hot. Now I'm only going to do one jar of this because I want you to see how you can use it. Pull it right to the top. Okay, stand it there. Okay, put on the seal. The seal's it. And we screw it up. Yeah, and that's fine. And there you have Grandma Sarah's piccalilli. Now if we just go over to the table, I'll just set some things out. So we can use this with. It's very, very versatile. Now look at this. Cheese, hams, pork pies, biscuits, fresh bread. What more can you want? Okay, until next time, see you then. Bye.